Hello there everybody, I'm Mr. News, that's my name, that name again is Mr. News, also known as Adam Clery, joined by Ash Millman from Whatculture.com. And no sooner do I pitch an article called 10 sequels you forgot were coming in 2020, do we get some casting news about The Matrix 4.
Well, you really are on it today, aren't you?
Thank you very much. But tell you who's not on it, that's going to be
Prescient.
Hugo Weaving, who has announced he will not be in the fourth movie in the Matrix franchise.
That was a lovely segue. But yeah, no, Hugo Weaving has said that he's not going to be about. He's basically spoken to Time Out, had an interview with them, spoke about not appearing as Red Skull in the Avengers, and then gone on to talk to us about The Matrix. And his big quote about The Matrix is...
What did he say, Ash?
It's a big long quote. So, The Matrix is a very different story to that of the Avengers. It's an unfortunate, but actually I had this offer for The Visit, and then the offer came from The Matrix, so I knew it was happening, but I didn't have dates. I thought I could do both, and it took 8 weeks to work out that the dates would work. I held off on accepting a role in The Visit during that time. I was in touch with director Lana Wachowski, but in the end she decided the dates weren't going to work. So we sorted the dates, and then she sort of changed her mind. They're pushing on ahead without me. So basically, everyone is evil and left Hugo Weaving out, which is really mean, I think. But yeah, he didn't do the Avengers to wrap that one up because they wouldn't pay him enough, basically. He was like, oh yeah, it's different to the Avengers because I wasn't getting sweet, sweet dollars. But this one, the Matrix 4, he wanted to do, but had a scheduling conflict, which meant he couldn't.
I also like the way he starts out by saying, The Matrix is a very different story to the Avengers because it reads exactly like somebody who is pretending they've seen both films, being asked what the differences are.
Yeah.
It's very different. There's a lot of avenging going on in one of them and not so much the next
Adam
one.
Clery, I can tell you that because it is taken from the middle of an interview. That is why it starts that way.
Oh yes, of course.
Just
the
in
context
case
is
that was
removed.
not clear.
It's a shame this because obviously with the announced Matrix 4, obviously Keanu Reeves coming back, Carrie Fisher coming back, not Carrie Fisher, Carrie-Anne Moss coming back, that would be very different. It was kind of like, oh, the band are getting back together, but now it's looking like it's going to be all very different.
There's some new things coming with The Matrix 4, which is expected with a sequel. There's rumours going around basically it's going to be about younger versions of the cast. So I think Yahya Abdul-Mateen II is cast as young Morpheus.
Oh.
Perhaps. It doesn't say that officially on like the IMDb or anything like that. It's just what's been going around. So it could be younger versions of them. It's not going to be older ones because they're already like 20 years later than the original one, so if they wanted to do that, they've already got it set up. But yeah, it's strange. You were saying it's strange that they've gone from 1 to 4 and there definitely wasn't 2 sequels in the middle.
Yes, that is the joke I was going to do when you said you hadn't seen 2 and 3.
Yeah, I hadn't because they
Honestly don't. It is genuinely mad. And Hugo Weaving to be in the first one as the bad guy, that's fine. There's just no reason to include him in a fourth one because you'd want to do a completely different story. Actually, Hugo Weaving's character is pretty much indicative of why I don't like The Matrix 2 and 3 because it goes from being a very sort of clever, very sort of like cerebral, very sort of low gruff performance to 2 and 3 where he's literally a Dragon Ball Z villain. And I'm just like, this is...
I'm sorry, we didn't come here to on Hugo Weaving, so can we not?
Okay, all right.
He's a hero and he should be in The Matrix 4, but...
Well, he's not. That's a shame. He is, though, in The Visit, which is a theatre play which you can go and see in London. It's about a woman who returns to a town, the richest woman in the world, but they realise that her presence comes at a terrible cost. I literally just read the description before we started filming this video.
Thoroughly interesting and more exciting than Matrix 4, apparently. But this is that's coming out on Friday, 31st of January to the 13th of May. If you want to catch that instead of knowing Hugo Weaving is going to be in Matrix 4. But yeah, it comes out the same day, the actual film comes out the same day as John Wick 4, which is interesting.
Sorry, what?
So Keanu is having a double trouble dipper on the May 21st, 2021, because he's delivering us 2 strong performances of his big name franchises.
Just to say closing thought, I'm going to say if you run a cinema and you are not currently considering doing the Keanu double bill of The Matrix 4 and John Wick, I think you are basically throwing money away into a fire because I will give you my sweet, sweet moolah to go and sit in a seat for 6 hours while my arse goes numb and I just drink in Keanu Reeves. But of course, let us know what you made of all of that in the comments below. Of course, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I think you on Twitter if they wanted to do such a thing.
At Ash Millman, I think.
You think? Yes, I'm at Adam Clery. Clery, the entire Whatculture family. I'm bailing you out here. Available to you at Whatculture. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. This was the Keanu News starring Hugo Weaving.
Yes.
And we'll see you soon.